Today's 4 Deep Sports Talk show is supported by PTU Clinic. Visit ptuclinic.com. Adria's Restaurant and Banquet Facility of East Bridgewater. For more information, their website is adriasrestaurant.net. And the Boston Athletic Academy at bostonathleticacademy.org.
Good morning, everybody. You are listening to 4 Deep Sports Talk here in the news station. 1320 AM WARA, and watch and listen online off the website, all one word, 4deepsportstalk.com. As we posted on Facebook, we have the privilege of having the New England Patriots alumni, and I'm going to have these girls introduce themselves in about 2 seconds. There's a bunch of great charities, and I really want to get that out too. Once you guys get done, they get them put the voice with the face, the name with the voice, I guess. And then I'd like to dive into those charities because I think that's really cool what you guys do. So Lisa, why don't we start with you? We'll go that way. And again, first, before I say it, if you want to call in, I'm sorry, 508-222-1320. All right, we're ready.
Okay, I'm Lisa Mattapays. I was a cheerleader back in the late 70s and early 80s. I was also the choreographer and cheerleading coach at one time for the Patriots. And right now I'm presently the president of NEPCAA, which is our alumni Patriot cheerleading organization.
I'm Kathy Healy. I cheered for the Patriots from 1997 through 2002, and I grew up in Attleboro.
I'm Janine Harrison. I cheered from 1984 to 1985 and currently live in Hanson, Mass.
Hi, I'm Denise Dacey Belanger, and I cheered from 1978 to 1982, the Steve Grogan years, and I live and reside in Brockton, Mass.
Okay, let's talk about, again, I'd like to really dive into those charity groups you guys help out, and I think that's really cool. We kind of talked in the lobby. You have something coming up in 2024. That would be cool, but I think it's, do you have a statement or something you want to read regarding your association, your organization?
Well, what we are,
Slide that right over to her.
We are all former alumni Patriot cheerleaders.
Yep.
And we were founded many years ago, 15 plus years ago. A group of founding members, we came together and we are now a 501c3. So we get together for socials, but our main purpose is to give back to the community and raise money for charities. And our NEPCAA program has given thousands of dollars in scholarships to high school seniors, mostly to Brockton High School, and others in surrounding towns as well. But thousands of dollars have gone to high school seniors that were either cheerleaders, halftime dancers, gymnasts. So we're giving back that way. But we also do a lot for the veterans. We've been working with the VA hospitals ever since we were cheerleaders. We continue to do that. We've worked with the Wounded Warriors. We do wreaths across America. We go to the cemeteries around the holidays. But recently, we've picked up a few new charities that we will be raising money for in the next couple of years, and hopefully we'll give them a nice big check. And the one from Massachusetts is probably one of our favorites. It's the Doug Flutie Foundation for Autism. So we're raising money for that organization. We're also raising money for an organization in Rhode Island called Operation Stand Down, and we're raising money for an organization in Maine which is caring for the elderly. We try to reach out for different types of charities, not just one. In Connecticut, there's a food pantry that we're raising money for. In New Hampshire, this is another one that we really like. It's the Angel Flights of New England, where they donate their time, the pilots, and that organization to veterans, to children, anybody in need that needs a flight from one hospital to another or in an emergency. And then in Vermont, it's Step Up to Domestic Violence. That's another charity that's
to end domestic violence.
Yes, to end domestic violence, yes.
So we're touching every charity throughout New England, all the states.
And we reached the 6 New England states. We also have 2 national organizations that we are going to be raising money for too. That is,
Caring for Kids, New England Caring for Kids, and NFL Crucial Catch, Intercept Cancer.
so we're starting to raise money. We have a raffle going on right now. If people want to go to our website, it's NEPCAA.net. They can donate $100, and with hoping to win a $1,000 prize, cash prize. And we're doing that right now through April 1st. And 100% of the money coming in will be going out to the charities that we just mentioned. 100%. So it's tax deductible, and we're hoping that this raffle is a success, because we definitely want to help out these charities that are in great need as well.
That's really cool. You guys cover a lot.
And NEPCAA.net is spelled NEPCAA.net.
Awesome. All right, guys, you ready? I know you guys practice in the hallway, so let's see if we can get this going.
We're ready.
Oh, I know you guys are. man.
You wasn't referring to you.
All right, so what do you got?
All right, sure. Did you continue cheerleading with another football team, or were you just strictly Patriots only?
Some of the girls have cheered for multiple teams. I believe Randy has cheered for the Miami Dolphins cheerleaders. I think some of the girls cheered for the LA Rams, so coast to coast.
I feel like, and those were the girls from like the 90s and the 2000s. I think early on we stuck with one. We didn't.
Right.
We stayed with the same.
Yeah. What good question.
What do you got, old man?
So you kind of already answered it, but are you still like affiliated with cheer or like coaching cheer, anything like that?
You know.
Well, I've coached cheerleading ever since I had a young daughter, all the way up through high school, and I coached at one time, the New England Patriot cheerleaders. Once I retired as a cheerleader, but a lot of us have been coaching.
Yeah, I think Tanya, some of the girls have a lot
Cheerleading
of
and
coaching
gymnastics. There's a
Oh,
lot
nice.
of girls that teach.
And of
still
course,
now.
many are dancers too.
Right.
And dance teachers.
And we still.
Many own dancing
Denise and I
schools.
still go dancing.
We do line dancing for the fun of it, but a lot of the girls,
Awesome.
Lisa, our years in the late 70s, early 80s, I could name 10 people that now have dancing schools.
Right.
Yeah.
Beverly and Belinda, and we
Kathy,
could go on
yeah.
and on. Yeah.
Were they mainly high school or college that you would coach?
A lot of high school cheerleaders were coached by some of the former New England Patriot cheerleaders.
Yeah. And
Awesome.
Lisa,
So,
you
I got a couple of dumb
coached the
questions.
BR girls,
Bridgewater
right?
Rainham,
Bridgewater
yeah.
Bridgewater
And
Rainham.
and I took them all the way to nationals. So
Oh, wow.
that was a real good team.
Yeah.
Oh, that must be fun.
Yep, Cheryl Ann did a lot
Did
of
East Bridgewater, so
a lot of coaching.
Yep.
Nice. All right, I got a dumb question for you. You said some of these girls cheerlead for other teams. Do they can't get traded, or how does that work?
I like that. Yeah.
No, they finish with
No.
one and then they try out
Like,
at another.
you
Then they
know,
might have moved to,
right? Oh,
to
so they moved to
being
the
out of
area?
college
Because
or-
I'm thinking, you're athletes, like the football players are athletes. You guys compete. Don't you guys have a competition too?
Oh, it's a tough competition to
Well,
try
I
Am I
out.
would
saying
say
that?
to try out and make it, but then we
What
don't-
about against each other?
No.
Each other.
No.
Oh, you don't compete. There's no.
No.
No, once you've
Okay.
made the team, but there was at least 300 plus the years I tried out
300.
in multiple states.
We had over 500.
So you had multiple tryouts. You might have made the first cut,
Yeah.
and then you came back for the second cut.
Yeah.
It was very competitive.
Yeah.
But it was more dance, Lisa. When we did it in 1978, the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders were more dance, and it was the trend at the time. So I was never a cheerleader in high school. I was a halftime dancer. Lisa, you were a cheerleader. A lot of the girls were cheerleaders, but you need to know dance. You had to do the high kicks, spin, turn.
Ball chain, right?
Yeah, we do tap
I studied.
sometimes. Yeah, I
Right,
love that
Right.
during halftime.
Oh,
We all had different things to wear on our feet too. So Kathy, you had sneakers, and we had high-heeled boots, which
Yeah,
you
we're
were very
difficult at
lucky.
times.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So you can say
we
a little
had
bit.
we had sneakers. We had Reebok was our sponsor, and then later on Adidas became our sponsor, and then in my final season, 2001 season, we had boots, and that was fun. The go-go boots. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's harder to dance in boots, though.
The classic.
Well,
when
when
it's
you-
20
yeah.
degrees out, the boot is
Well,
not
when it's 20 degrees out, then you're wearing a warm-up suit, so you're not wearing the uniform. So we had sneakers on at that time. So we didn't have boots on in the winter, the go-go boots. We just had sneakers on, so
Yeah.
it was- traction was a little better.
And like 3 pairs of
We
socks.
were colder though.
Yeah.
We only had a unitard on.
Yeah,
and
like a one piece, and we tied a small
and a
jacket.
pair of leather boots that were not warm.
But we're constantly moving, so that was a plus.
Yeah, moving when it's cold is key.
Yeah,
It
right?
really is.
Oh, my God.
And some of the pom-poms were huge, like, 2 feet
that
in
was an arm
diameter.
workout.
We got a good arm workout, so.
My God. All right, young man, it's up to you.
Okay. What's the most memorable game, or plural, games that you cheered?
Oh, it would have to be the 10, well, you have a
I have a few.
better story. You go right ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Well, in 1982, my final year, John Smith made that, it was one of the top 10 moments in football history. He made the kick.
Oh, to
and-
beat the Dolphins.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh,
they had
yeah.
the guy from
And they made the
Pearl, the-
playoffs.
Yeah.
But we didn't make the Super Bowl the years that Lisa and I cheered,
And mine either.
and Janine's year either.
Yeah, I would say I had 3 particular games that were memorable. I'll start with the earliest one, which was in 1998. We played a preseason game against the Cowboys, and that was in Mexico City. It was called the American Bowl. And so we cheered in Azteca Stadium, which held 100,000 fans, and that was the largest fan base I've ever cheered in front of. It was incredible. As high as you look up in the sky, and you could see just the stands went up so high. It was incredible. And then in 2001 was our first game back after 9/11. It was a very emotional, memorable game for lots of reasons. But pre-game, they had ceremonies to honor Joe Andruzzi's brothers were there. They were firefighters in New York, and they came and they honored them for their service during that time and other things. And we all held a huge American flag that spanned almost the entire field.
Oh, yeah, they do that.
Yeah,
still
it
now,
was incredible. So just in those moments of holding the American flag, being the first game back since 9/11, it really was quite emotional and moving and exciting to really have the whole country come together. And then to cap off that year on a high note, I was at the Super Bowl 36 in New Orleans, when we won our first Super Bowl after
Wow.
3 times is a charm. So we made it, we finally won on our 3rd Super Bowl, and I was there in New Orleans to celebrate that historic win.
That's really good. All right, we're going to step away. You're listening to 4 Deep Sports Talk here on the news station. 1320 AM WARA and online, all one word, 4deepsportstalk.com. We have the privilege of having the New England Patriots alumni, the Cheerleaders. You can call in when we get back at 508-222-1320. We'll be back with more right after this.
Great story, I never.
Hi, this is Megan Chase of Jack Conway Real Estate. Jack Conway has been providing top quality real estate professionalism since 1956. I take personal pride to ensure that my clients are happy with the services I provide. It is my job to make sure that you are fully involved and fully informed and have all the information to make the right real estate decisions for you and your family. Please feel free to reach out to me. I would love to be a resource for you. I can be reached at 774-240-7707 or via email at mchase@jackconway.com. I'm always happy to assist you with your real estate needs.
Hello, this is Manny Del Carmen from the 2007 World Series champion Boston Red Sox.
World champs again.
A sports analyst for NESN. Along with my best friend Jose Diaz, we grew up in the city of Boston, a city that we truly love. Jose and I have always talked about giving back to the youth within our city. Therefore, we created the Boston Athletic Academy to move our passion to action. Our goal is to develop future student athletes of Boston by providing a safe location to offer educational and athletic needs. We are taking the next steps and looking forward for your support to reach our goal. Please visit the BostonAthleticAcademy.org for more information. Let's make a difference because success has no boundaries.
A popular destination, Adria boasts a breathtaking panoramic view of nature in all of its glory in each and every season. Upon visiting their 200-seat restaurant, you will see 3 distinctive areas. The lounge area includes their spacious 26-seat dining bar, high-top tables, and dining tables, all with viewing access to 7 high-definition televisions and 3 Kino monitors. A second area set apart from the lounge offers booths and tables to accommodate every member of the family. The third area, a few steps down and separated from the main restaurant by windows, is known as the Fairway Room. It is surrounded by a wall of windows offering not just a fabulous view, but a feeling of serenity and tranquility. It is a favorite spot for lunch, dinner, and functions. It is perfect for a romantic dinner, a casual family gathering, business meeting, or any large group for that special occasion.
Welcome to Physical Therapy U. I'm Kelly Duggan, Doctor of Physical Therapy and the owner of PTU Clinic.
Here at PTU, you're more than a patient and we're more than physical therapy. We offer massage, physical therapy, occupational therapy, personal training, and sport-specific performance training. We treat people and athletes of all ages and all levels of experience. Our beautiful 4,500 square foot facility located at 75 Scotland Boulevard in Bridgewater, Mass. is unlike any clinic you've seen. Our large space, along with our new COVID guidelines, allow us to treat you in the safest way. Your success in meeting your goals is our top priority. Whether you're recovering from a surgery or you're elevating your performance, we are the right clinic for you. Call us at 508-697-2000 or email us at ptuclinic@gmail.com. Check out our website at www.ptuclinic.com.
Hey, welcome back. You are listening to 4 Deep Sports Talk here on the news station. 1320 AM WARA and online, all one word, 4deepsportstalk.com. The phone lines are open at 508-222-1320. We have the privilege, we are highlighting the New England Patriots alumni, some fantastic causes that they're a part of, all around, not just around New England, but nationwide. Again, you want to call in 508-222-1320. I'm pretty sure the mics weren't on, but we were just talking about the famous John Smith kick, which was, I used to remember as a kid sitting there and watching Don Shula lose his mind. Right, because the only part he plowed was the part where, I don't even know who the placeholder was, but that put him in the playoffs.
No, I remember John Smith. We went to an awards ceremony recently where they were recounting that. But yeah, it was the worst weather game of all, and it was Walpole Paroli who shoveled the path.
He's the one who shoveled the turf. That's
to enable the kick.
Right, that's in the old Schaefer Stadium, not Foxborough.
Absolutely,
Right.
Schaefer Stadium.
Right.
And then it was
Now I'm dating
Sullivan
myself, I
versus
guess.
Gillette.
Yeah.
Right, and Shula was losing his mind. He kicks
Yes.
to go. We go to play Houston. Houston had Dan Pastorini. They had Earl Campbell. Earl Campbell's thighs were like right, and they just barreled. I mean, I remember the punt got blocked. Houston scored. One of my all-time favorite players, Vernon Perry, who played for Houston. I'm like, don't do it against my team. Once you know what I mean. But it was unbelievable. That was probably that was fun.
I think it's one of the top 10 moments in football history.
It has to. It has to be.
And
yeah.
Lisa and I were there.
And then Squish the Fish. Right? Did you guys go down to Florida when they squished the fish and finally beat Miami?
No,
Did you guys-
typically NFL cheerleading teams do not travel with the team unless it's a Super Bowl or some kind of a special game.
Oh, like that's the other thing I was going to.
Twice though.
Oh, the Pro Bowl actually?
Yeah, the
maybe?
Pro Bowl. How many girls made it? Other New England Patriots made it to the Pro Bowl. That's a distinct
They
honor.
send one representative?
Yeah, there's one representative chosen from each NFL team to attend the Pro Bowl. So it's usually the cheerleader of the year.
And how do you determine the cheerleader of the year? How's that determined?
It's different by teams.
Sometimes it's voted by the cheerleading team, teammates, and sometimes it's voted by the cheerleading coach.
Now, when you guys were there in the 70s and 80s, how was that done?
Back in my year, back in those days, we didn't have a Pro Bowl cheerleader.
No, we didn't travel at all.
And we
I
didn't.
don't think they started
We
that
didn't.
till the
Yeah,
90s.
we didn't travel or the late '80s. Yeah,
We traveled twice.
in
Where did you go?
'84. We went to a Jets game and we went to an Eagles game.
Just to go or just to?
Pennsylvania, New York.
We got front row seats and got to watch the game. We met the other cheerleaders.
I
We
see.
saw their locker room. We hung out with the other girls, and then we watched the game. We didn't get to perform.
Oh, okay.
What an experience.
But we had fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a fun bus ride getting there, and it was a great experience.
So it's voted amongst the peers of the cheerleaders who represents the squad.
Or the coach.
Well,
Yeah,
the
usually it was our coach
That said that.
who chose.
Any animosity? Because that's going all back then. You were
No,
going down to Hawaii.
because I mean, when in my experience, you're really a family,
Yeah.
and you try and create and foster that friendship and kind of family atmosphere.
Nice.
And so you're really happy for the woman who was chosen because
Right.
she's your teammate.
True. That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's so cool. All right, what do you got, old man? Or you
All right,
guys?
I-
Just keep on going. I'm sorry.
Okay. Were you Patriots fans before you started cheering from, even way back?
Oh, yes.
We'll all answer yes.
Very much so.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I used to attend the games, and so when the cheerleaders came back in 1991, I was going to the games at that time, and to see the cheerleaders on the field, I was like, I think I can do that. So I tried out several times, and finally made it.
Keep on going.
Oh, I actually
Go ahead,
have
I'm
my
sorry.
first question. All right, so I just wanted to know, what does it take to become a cheerleader in the NFL? Because I do understand that it takes, a lot of training to do that.
Yeah, well, I know you have to have a great work ethic because there are a lot of practices, sometimes 3 a week, long practices. You work hard. You never miss a practice. If you work for the Patriots, we are never late. We never miss a practice. And my future employers really appreciated that. So
If you missed a practice, you had to sit out at the game.
right, and no one wanted to miss a game.
Right.
Right, and you have to have a lot of dance experience, be physically fit, because the endurance level for typically NFL game is 3 hours long. So, and you're cheering sometimes during the day, at night, in the August and September when the weather is really warm. So you do a lot of training at practices for cardio to help you on those times. A lot of running and exercising. While you're dancing is exercise as well, but you need to be physically fit.
In the earlier days too, our pom-poms were not this small.
Oh.
So they weighed at least 2 pounds
5
each.
inches here. But
So
Very heavy.
it was like an arm workout, and it helped us get physically fit. But we'd be in the summertime 3 or 4 hour practices on a field in Foxborough somewhere. I think
on the AstroTurf.
yeah,
Yes.
and in the hot summer sun for that many hours with those weighted.
Your arms must have got jacked.
They
doing that
looked
so
pretty
many
good
times.
back then.
Right?
We used to practice with 3-pound hand weights, and then just to start off practice, and then we'd move to the palms, so that it really helps with your sharpness when you're cheering, because the pom-pom was a little lighter weight than
Yeah.
the 3-pound weight, so your sharpness increased with that.
Well, welcome to the gun show. I was just about that. Weights. Jeepers, crow. Oh, okay.
All right. Do you still keep in contact with any players or coaches or former any of them?
We couldn't socialize with the players.
We weren't allowed to date the players, and most
Yeah.
of them are married anyway. But
Yeah, we
in our
see them
years.
at charity events.
Yeah, and
One of my friends back in the day, one of my friends that I cheered right next to, she ended up marrying a player, a Patriot player. And then he ended up becoming a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. But she had to quit cheerleading. She couldn't be a cheerleader because there were rules that we had to follow. We could not socialize with any of the players. And if we were at an event together, if we were signing autographs and there were players there, we could not socialize with them at all. So they're just rules that we have to follow as well. But now that we're alumni, we do a lot of things with the alumni players that are our age, like the golf tournaments, things like that. So now we do see them, for different events.
we get to reminisce.
Right.
So I got do they have co-ed cheerleaders now? the NFL?
They do.
They do.
Because Tom Joyce from the New Boston Post just asked me, I'm not going to read what he wrote, but in a nutshell,
all
he
of the
says,
teams.
he always just sent me the text. He said, I guess the LA Rams, they have guys cheerleading.
We do now, and we did way back in the 70s.
We did.
We
Oh,
were
really?
one of the first cheerleading groups. They called them gymnasts.
Yeah.
They were, college guys, and we did a lot of gymnastics. They lifted us up, twirled us around. We did a lot of stunting together with them, pyramids, and they did dance with us. So if you go way back, we were one of the first teams that actually had a co-ed group. But now it's the norm to have guys, and we have how many now? Like 4 or 5?
Yeah,
Three right now.
currently.
Yeah.
So how do you change the choreography?
You
Blah, blah,
don't.
blah. You don't? You just blend them in?
Right, yeah.
I mean, they're
and
gymnasts just
they-
like you guys. They're athletic just like you guys,
Three
right?
current ones are amazing.
They're
They
good
don't miss a
dancers,
beat.
yeah.
They
They're
know.
great dancers.
They're
Yeah.
great.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Yeah,
the things you learn.
I know. Things have evolved.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy. What's your next question, Sportsmaster?
What was the coldest game?
That January of '83, that
Probably-
John Smith kick.
Yeah, probably that game.
Yeah.
That was
I
very
don't know if did you have one colder?
I had two, probably the Snow Bowl, the famous Snow Bowl, the playoff game against the Raiders. It was
Oh,
snowing.
that must have been a cool game.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
reminiscent of that John Smith game, in that we didn't have a plow, but they had blowers, so they could blow off the yard line markers. But it was cold, it was snowing, so the snow melts when it gets on top of your head, and so now you have ice on top of your head and ice on your pom poms. But I mean, it's a playoff game, and like we were losing, and then we were winning, and it's like, the
Oh,
tuck
yeah, I
rule and
remember
all that.
They're
So
throwing in the
yeah.
snow, and the fans are throwing
Yeah.
the snow in the.
And then there was a I was assisting on the sidelines for a few years after I cheered, and so this was in Gillette Stadium, and it was a playoff game, I believe, against the Titans. It was sometime in mid-January, and it was probably 5 degrees. I mean, we were
5 degrees,
I
wow.
had large down jacket and everything, but it was 5 degrees. And then over the speakers, they played Summer Wind by Frank Sinatra. And so it just started playing during one of the timeouts. And it was like, oh, wow. It's like, okay, yeah. Everyone kind of just swaying to the music. You're like, okay, yeah, I'm feeling warm right now.
Yeah.
Trying to.
That's funny. Yeah, back then. So you guys saw that. You guys remember that game, right? When the linemen were kicking off the field. So I don't even know.
that's not
Yeah, for the
Yeah,
placeholder.
I actually
Well,
remember.
I know Adam
Well,
Vinatieri
watching
kicked
the
it. I don't
games that,
remember
yeah.
who was the placeholder. I don't know.
I don't know.
But I remember they all did that, and I was like, didn't they get in trouble for that last time? You know what I mean? I was thinking when I was, remember I was going down memory
Well,
lane.
what I wonder, why would they get in trouble? Because they need a.
Oh, because Don
proper,
Shula lost his
space.
mind after the Patriots pulled that off.
He
So
thought
that
it
was
was an
gonna happen.
advantage,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Oh,
Because
wow.
you had
We
snow.
would have won anyway.
So the ground was frozen, right? Back
Yeah.
of course, I'm reminiscing on that game again. When the parole guy, he was whatever, cleared off, he had nothing but turf, the old artificial turf. But it was still frozen, just cleared the snow. So, I mean, I wouldn't have made it different. I don't know. I think they missed a couple kicks in those games anyway. Both of them
Right,
did,
I think
right?
it was a tough game before
Yeah.
then, and this was such a big kick.
So that time they
Won
just
the
kicked it out. They just won the Raiders game, and then what did Al Davis, the owner of the Raiders, God rest his soul, the Badockle in New England or something like he called it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
right.
He was pissed. Oh, he was. And I was like, he
And we got
lost.
10 seconds, Dom.
10 seconds. All right. Thank you. All right. We'll step away. If you want to call when we get back, 508-222-1320. We're reminiscing and getting educated on the New England Patriots alumni cheerleaders. Again, 508-222-1320. We'll be back with them and more right after this.
I learned so much more about you, Kathy.
Hi, this is Megan Chase of Jack Conway Real Estate. Jack Conway has been providing top quality real estate professionalism since 1956. I take personal pride to ensure that my clients are happy with the services I provide. It is my job to make sure that you are fully involved and fully informed and have all the information to make the right real estate decisions for you and your family. Please feel free to reach out to me. I would love to be a resource for you. I can be reached at 774-240-7707 or via email at mchase@jackconway.com. I'm always happy to assist you with your real estate needs.
Hello, this is Manny Del Carmen from the 2007 World Series champion Boston Red Sox.
World champs again.
A sports analyst for NESCAA. Along with my best friend Jose Diaz, we grew up in the city of Boston, a city that we truly love. Jose and I have always talked about giving back to the youth within our city. Therefore, we created the Boston Athletic Academy to move our passion to action. Our goal is to develop future student athletes of Boston by providing a safe location to offer educational and athletic needs. We are taking the next steps and looking forward for your support to reach our goal. Please visit thebostonathleticacademy.org for more information. Let's make a difference because success has no boundaries.
A popular destination, Adria boasts a breathtaking panoramic view of nature in all of its glory in each and every season. Upon visiting their 200-seat restaurant, you will see 3 distinctive areas. The lounge area includes their spacious 26-seat dining bar, high-top tables, and dining tables, all with viewing access to 7 high-definition televisions and 3 Kino monitors. A second area set apart from the lounge offers booths and tables to accommodate every member of the family. The third area, a few steps down and separated from the main restaurant by windows, is known as the Fairway Room. It is surrounded by a wall of windows offering not just a fabulous view, but a feeling of serenity and tranquility. It is a favorite spot for lunch, dinner, and functions. It is perfect for a romantic dinner, a casual family gathering, business meeting, or any large group for that special occasion.
Welcome to Physical Therapy U. I'm Kelly Duggan, Doctor of Physical Therapy and the owner of PTU Clinic. Here at PTU, you're more than a patient and we're more than physical therapy. We offer massage, physical therapy, occupational therapy, personal training, and sport-specific performance training. We treat people and athletes of all ages and all levels of experience. Our beautiful 4,500 square foot facility located at 75 Scotland Boulevard in Bridgewater, Mass. is unlike any clinic you've seen. Our large space, along with our new COVID guidelines, allow us to treat you in the safest way. Your success in meeting your goals is our top priority. Whether you're recovering from a surgery or you're elevating your performance, we are the right clinic for you. Call us at 508-697-2000 or email us at ptuclinic@gmail.com. Check out our website at www.ptuclinic.com.
Hey, welcome back. You are listening to 4 Deep Sports Talk here on the news station, 1320 AM WARA, and online, all one word, 4deepsportstalk.com. If you can't pick it up off from the radio, you can get off the website. Watch the young ladies in studio here. Again, we're talking New England Patriots alumni cheerleaders. And I just had one question I wanted to dive in.
Oh, be sure to check the show out on YouTube, too.
Yes, I love it when she does that. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, all one word, 4 Deep Sports Talk. I want to know, each individual, how your road to become a cheerleader. Because I think everyone has their own unique road. And any advice to someone that's listening, or a high school cheerleader that's listening, or a gymnastic that's listening, I think it'd be unique here in each perspective. So if you guys don't mind, touching on that a little bit, that'd be really cool.
Yeah, in 1978, my father was a very big New England Patriots fan, and he heard an ad on the radio that they were having a big tryout at Gillette Stadium. Now, I had met Lisa but didn't know her as well. We didn't even know each other were trying out that year when we both made it. But he drove me there. We got in the station wagon with my 4 siblings. He dropped me off. I had my dance shoes, my leotard on, and then we had to come back for a second tryout that night. It was a long day, but due to my great dance training, I made the team. And I had braces when I first started the team. I was so young. I was 18. But anyway, it was the best 5 years of my life. Then after that, I had 2 sisters that became cheerleaders as well. Janine is my sister. She's the middle of 5. And the sister in between us, Corrine, was also a cheerleader.
Nice.
So it was a nice tradition. We all danced growing up. And my father got 2 free tickets to every game, and he loved it.
Yeah.
Now I know what I need my granddaughter to do now. So I got a mission.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a good path.
So obviously, being the third one in line, I wanted to follow their footsteps. And we all danced our whole life. So 4 girls and 1 boy in the family. And I did not make it my first year. So even though 2 sisters were on it, doesn't mean the 3rd sister can be on it. So it took me a 2nd year to make the team. I was probably the shyest sister at the time, so that held me back. That's what I was told. But I was so excited when I did make it, and unfortunately, you guys stepped off when I was
Right,
on.
I did
So
that
I
long
made all
years.
new friends. So I was very happy and made all new friends. But I didn't have my sisters to lean on, so I came out of my shell. I was forced to come out of the shell.
Nice.
So and it was a lot of fun.
Okay.
I wasn't a dancer my whole life. I was a majorette in high school, so I was around football. I graduated from Bishop Fee, and I had rhythm, and you know how to dance, but I wasn't a trained dancer like most of the ladies on the team. So when I started auditioning in 1991, I made it on my 7th audition. So I auditioned 91, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I made it in 1997. Basically, I knew it was something I wanted to do, and I just had to keep trying. I said every year I got a little further in the audition process. I made it to finals 4 times. So I'm like, I have something they're looking for. Sometimes it's a matter of timing. Other times it's just a matter of maybe there are, women trying out that are just a little bit better than you that day or just in general. So I just kept trying to improve my dance ability by taking classes and just kept my effort up there, and I finally made it in 1997 and was on the team for 5 years. It was a wonderful experience.
Mine is a little, almost the same, but a little bit different. I tried out when I was a senior in high school, and it was the spring of my senior year. And at that time, the cheerleaders they practiced at Boston College, and they were managed by a different organization than the Sullivan family back in the day. So I tried out, we practiced most of the summer. I made it, we practiced most of the summer, and then the Sullivan family took it over. We all had to retry out again. So I tried out again, luckily I made it, and I'm from a dance family, so my mother had a dance studio. I have 3 other sisters, so we danced every single day of my entire life. And I also was a cheerleader in junior high and high school, and I just thought this was a great opportunity for me to show both my talents out on the field. So I was fortunate to make it, and then my 2nd sister joined me, and then the 3rd sister joined me. And then when I kind of retired from cheerleading and was offered the job as the choreographer, I had a 4th sister who was too young to cheer, but they asked her if she wanted to be a mascot. So at one time, there were 4 of us on that field. I was walking around managing, 2 sisters were cheering, and 1 little one was the mascot. But those were years where there were quite a few girls from Brockton that year when Denise and I were on there. We well represented the cheerleaders, a lot of dancers. But as Janine said, you can have so much training in dance and cheerleading, but you have to be very, very outgoing and be very spirited, and that's what they're looking for, entertainment.
All right, we have our first call. Hi, yep. Hi, first on 4Deep Sports Talk. Girls, you should have headphones right under the table you can be able to put on.
Okay.
Caller, can you hold on 1 minute to just getting the phones?
You got one?
Yeah.
No, we don't have one.
There's one set here.
We can swap them around.
Yeah.
Okay. Kathy, you're taking the heat.
Okay.
All right, so what's your question for the New England Patriots alumni cheerleaders?
Yeah, so I just wanted to ask, what advice do you have for young dudes and ladies that would like to become NFL cheerleaders?
That's a good question.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
You want to know what advice can you give men and women that want to become NFL cheerleaders?
I would say believe in yourself. When you're out on stage, you are performing for an audience of just the judging table at first. And so there could be 6, 7, 8 people judging you. You need to believe in yourself when you get on stage and have confidence in what you're doing and show, like Lisa said, great spirit, great enthusiasm, And I believe that if you have confidence in yourself when you're on stage, you will project that. And that is really the best way forward in the audition process for you.
Well said.
Well, thank you for the call.
Thanks. God bless.
All right, God bless. Take care. All right, this is our first call. So I have another message. This is from Nate Rollins. He also writes for us. He also writes for the Whitman-Hanson Express. And basically he wants to know what's something most people don't know about the sport of cheerleading.
The hard work. I believe it's the hard work. People think it's very glamorous, and that day that you see us on the field, yes, it can be glamorous, but there's a lot of hard work leading up to the game, a lot of ups and downs, trials, tribulations. It's not always what you see.
Yeah, basically, as a team, you have sometimes 10 plus hours of actual practice time at the stadium or whatever, but you're also practicing on your own. Oh, and by the way, you may have a full-time job. Some people may have children that they're taking care of. People are going to college, so it's not just what you see on game day. There's so much that goes into it beforehand.
And some of our cheerleaders traveled from Maine. I think Bonnie was traveling 3 times a week. New Hampshire, Connecticut. So there's a lot of travel, but they loved every minute of it.
All right, what else you guys have? Anything?
Yeah, so I wanted to know, like, you guys were talking about, like, charities that you guys have, like, earlier, so I wanted to know, like, how do you choose your charities?
Oh, good question. There was a committee, and we got together, and we wanted to see what the interest was amongst our NEPCAA members first. And we did get a lot of people who are interested in different charities, but we wanted to touch upon children, upon the elderly. We didn't want all of our charities just to be for children or just to be for one charity in particular. So we kind of made a list and said, okay, we want to do something for children, we want to do something for the elderly, we want to do something, people are starving, so we want to, give money to a food pantry so they can, fill up their shelves with food. And so that's how we came up with that. And we had a vote, and we had to actually research these charities and make sure they were 501c3s as well. We wanted to make sure they were nonprofits. We didn't want to be giving thousands of dollars to organizations and charities that already had thousands of dollars or big businesses giving to them. So we did a lot of legwork, a lot of research, and we're very, very happy with the charities that we chose. Two of them, the main ones are NFL charities already. So they're already sanctioned through the NFL, and we decided we wanted to pick 6 representing one from each New England state.
All right, so my next question for you guys is, have you seen cheerleading change throughout the years?
Absolutely.
Uniforms.
I was going to say, outfit-wise, I think sometimes even over the years, the look of the cheerleader, because back in the earlier days, I feel like we all looked so different. Later on, I think you guys get your hair done and makeup done, maybe? Did I hear that from someone?
We had sponsors, but on game day, it was all us. We just did our own hair and makeup, yes.
We did ours all the time.
Yeah.
As far as uniforms, we had, back in the 70s and early 80s, we had one piece. We showed a lot of legs, but we did not show our midriff at all. And as the years went on, they did get a little bit smaller and shorter and less material. So that's why it's really important that cheerleaders have to be very toned, in shape. So
very fit.
Very fit to fit into those little tiny uniforms.
And we used to weigh in.
Yeah, we would get weighed in once
I
a
don't
week
know
on
if
the
your
big
years
players
did, Kathy.
scale. Remember, like the size of this table? It was like the players would get weighed in on that scale.
Really?
So we'd hop on the players scale and they'd have our
Hope
official
for the
weight.
best.
Wow.
Yeah,
And if we were overweight, we could not cheer that game.
Oh, wow.
Really?
We actually got weighed in, yes.
Yeah.
What was the like required weight for you guys to?
Put it on your
I was
height
gonna say,
and
they
your
went by
body
a chart
type.
when I was on it for the height and weight, but because I was teaching exercise and very muscular at the time, my weight was different than someone else my height. So you know,
They try to take all that into
yeah, so I think
consideration.
initially they wanted me to lose 30 pounds, which was unreal for me. And then when I lost 10 and they realized, don't lose anymore, I said, thank you, because you're losing all your muscle tone at that point for some of us. So everyone has a different shape. I don't think it should be stated
How you
like
look
that.
in the uniform at
Right.
the time.
And I don't know if as the years went on, it was a little different, Kathy?
It was basically the same because I have a different body type than one of my best friends on the team, and she had more muscle mass than I did, so we had different weight requirements. But it really depends on how does your body type. Everyone kind of comes in different shapes and sizes, so they were always cognizant of that and trying to keep you looking healthy for your shape.
Wow.
How much time do we have left?
We have, we're going to go on break. All right, this is, we're going to take our last break. You are listening to 4 Deep Sports Talk here on the news station. You can call them when we get back, 508-222-1320. Again, the New England Patriots alumni cheerleaders are in studio. Give us a call, and you can listen to them and watch them online, all one word again, 4deepsportstalk.com. We'll be back with more right after this.
Hi, this is Megan Chase of Jack Conway Real Estate. Jack Conway has been providing top quality real estate professionalism since 1956. I take personal pride to ensure that my clients are happy with the services I provide. It is my job to make sure that you are fully involved and fully informed and have all the information to make the right real estate decisions for you and your family. Please feel free to reach out to me. I would love to be a resource for you. I can be reached at 774-240-7707 or via email at mchase@jackconway.com. I'm always happy to assist you with your real estate needs.
Hello, this is Manny Del Carmen from the 2007 World Series champion Boston Red Sox.
World champs again.
Sports analyst for NEPCAA. Along with my best friend Jose Diaz, we grew up in the city of Boston, a city that we truly love. Jose and I have always talked about giving back to the youth within our city. Therefore, we created the Boston Athletic Academy to move our passion to action. Our goal is to develop future student athletes of Boston by providing a safe location to offer educational and athletic needs. We are taking the next steps and looking forward for your support to reach our goal. Please visit the bostonathleticacademy.org for more information. Let's make a difference because success has no boundaries.
A popular destination, Adria boasts a breathtaking panoramic view of nature in all of its glory in each and every season. Upon visiting their 200-seat restaurant, you will see 3 distinctive areas. The lounge area includes their spacious 26-seat dining bar, high-top tables, and dining tables, all with viewing access to 7 high-definition televisions and 3 Kino monitors. A second area set apart from the lounge offers booths and tables to accommodate every member of the family. The third area, a few steps down and separated from the main restaurant by windows, is known as the Fairway Room. It is surrounded by a wall of windows offering not just a fabulous view, but a feeling of serenity and tranquility. It is a favorite spot for lunch, dinner, and functions. It is perfect for a romantic dinner, a casual family gathering, business meeting, or any large group for that special occasion.
Welcome to Physical Therapy U. I'm Kelly Duggan, Doctor of Physical Therapy and the owner of PTU Clinic. Here at PTU, you're more than a patient and we're more than physical therapy. We offer massage, physical therapy, occupational therapy, personal training, and sport-specific performance training. We treat people and athletes of all ages and all levels of experience. Our beautiful 4,500 square foot facility located at 75 Scotland Boulevard in Bridgewater, Mass. is unlike any clinic you've seen. Our large space, along with our new COVID guidelines, allow us to treat you in the safest way. Your success in meeting your goals is our top priority. Whether you're recovering from a surgery or you're elevating your performance, we are the right clinic for you. Call us at 508-697-2000 or email us at ptuclinic@gmail.com. Check out our website at www.ptuclinic.com.
Hello, you are listening to 4 Deep Sports Talk. This is Joe Celia, aka JC. on the board. So we have Dom Damiano and our sportsmaster, Justin Ferreira, who will be discussing the high school girls and boys of Massachusetts basketball scores. So let's get right into it.
Okay, we have in Bay State we have Brookline 50, Brockton 46, in Boston City, Tech Boston 68, Snowden 55, Cash 60, South Boston 55, Len Tech 78, Madison Park 53, in Cape and Islands, Barnstable 62, Nantucket 51, Calvary Chapel 61, Rising Tide Charter 42, in Cape Ann and Catholic Central, Archbishop Williams 87, Arlington Catholic 73, Bishop Fian 55, Cathedral 53, Cardinal Spellman 53, Bishop Stang 43, in Catholic Conference, Catholic Memorial 67, St. John's Prep 57, VC High 64, St. John Shrewsbury 53, Maiden Catholic 72, Xavier 51, in Hockomock, Taunton 64, Attleboro 57, Sharon 64, Mansfield 60, Franklin 72, North Attleboro 59, Canton 48, All Reims 39, in Mayflower, South Shore Voc Tech, Cape Cod Tech 57, South Shore Voc Tech 40, in South Coast, Seekonk 46, Fairhaven 38, Bourne 75, Somerset Wrigley 66, Dayton Rehoboth 65, Greater New Bedford 62, Apponequet 55, over Rochester 41, in South Shore, Randolph 75, East Bridgewater 66, Norwell 72, Abington 49, Rockland 64, Carver 52, Cohasset 53, Mashpee 28, and in southeastern Mayflower, southeastern 57, Newtown South 51, Holbrook 61, South Shore Christian 32, Blue Hills 40, Diamond 36, in Patriot, North Quincy 68, Marshfield 40, Plymouth South 62, Winson 54, Hanover 74, Hingham 64, Scituate 74, Duxbury 63, Pembroke 84, Silver Lake 39, Quincy 64, Plymouth North 59, and in southeast Diamond 63, Bridgewater Ram 56, Durfee 52, New Bedford 41, Brockline 50, Brockton 46, and in Tri-Valley, Norwood 67, Medway 65, Medfield 59, Dover Sherborne 54, and Holston 46, and Bellingham 29.
Girls basketball, Bay State Conference, Framingham beats Newton South 62-28. Wellesley beats Weymouth 54-38. Boston City, Fenway beats Boston United 54-16. East Boston beats Shoden 21-14. New Mission beats Cash 64-63. Cape and Islands, Brockton beats Barnstable 63-32. Nantucket beats Sturgis West 30-9. Continuing on, it was Mount Avila over Rising Tide Charter 65-32. South Shore Charter beats Cape Cod Academy 51-50. Catholic Central, Bishop Fian beats Cathedral 60-42. Archbishop Williams beat Arlington Catholic 46-40. Bishop Stang beats Cardinal Spellman 47-30. St. Mary's beats Bishop Fenwick 71-45. Mayflower, Holbrook over South Shore Christian, 37-54. Southeast Nova Tri-Valley, 51-37. South Shore Tech over Cape Cod, 57-40. Patriot League, Quincy beats Plymouth North, 57-24. Quincy over Plymouth North, 57-24. Marshfield over North Quincy, 51-41. Duxbury over Situate, 52-43. Whitman Hanson, 53-43 over Plymouth South. South Coast Conference, Old Rochester beats Apponequet 43-26. Somerset Berkeley beats Bourne 44-42. Seekonk beats Fairhaven 48-33. And in Tri-Valley, Medfield beats Dover Sherborne 53-36. And those are your scores from Friday night in girls and boys basketball. Woo, I need a drink of water now. But girls, we wanted to thank you very much for coming on, and I mean we're slowly running out of time. But is there anything else we want to get out before we get off the air about? I mean, you guys touched it on the beginning about all those other groups you guys are affiliated with that you help out. But if there's anything else before we get off the air, we'd really like to get it on there.
Yeah, so if you would like to support a great group of charities that we've really researched and we have supported for a long time, please go to NEPCAA.net, NEPCAA.net, and you can read about the Doug Flutie Jr. Foundation. I have an autistic son, 27-year-old, nonverbal, that's close to my heart. The New Hampshire Free Medical Transport, the Angel Flight, Amazing Great Food Pantry in Connecticut, Care for the Elderly in Maine, the Veterans Operation Stand Down in Rhode Island, and the End Domestic Violence in Vermont. Some really great charities that I think you'll appreciate.
That's awesome.
So feel free to check out our website.
And we're also affiliated with the NFCAO, which is a national chapter above us, which includes all the NFL alumni cheerleaders. So we're one chapter of 20-something across the country. So we're sanctioned through them, through the NFL alumni organization. So
That's really cool. That's really cool.
Great support, yes.
Right.
And then we're doing that $100 raffle. So if they go on our website, like Denise said, then they can participate in one of those charities.
How many? How strong is the pit? How many people involved in the New England Patriots cheerleading alumni?
Over 100. It fluctuates a little bit, but it's growing. It keeps growing and growing. We have many active members, but for just general membership, we have way over 100.
Great. One of you guys want to practice taking it out? Jay's like,
How much time do we have left?
We have a minute, so we can take it out and go back to the background music.
All right, so just make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and if you have more questions, please call 508-222.
Oh, we have 3 minutes.
Yeah, 3:30.
1320.
No, you have 50. You have. She was.
Oh, all right,
59.
All right.
Beginners, you got to take them under the No, but it does get deceiving. The poor guy's trying to learn the board, and you have the real time and the expected time, and it can be deceiving because he's looking at 2 clocks. So, for Jay, what's your nickname now?
Casey and I, we kind of said like JC, JC, Sportsmaster.
For JC and Casey and the Sportsmaster.
We got to get you one too.
You know what? You don't want me one. Oh my God.
DD.
Yeah,
DD.
Yeah,
I like that.
And Luz Cabral should be in next week. Next week we'll have the brand new coach from Taunton High School girls softball. We'll be back. We'll see you next time. Everyone have a fantastic weekend.
Yay. Thank you for having us. Thank you for your time.
Today's 4 Deep Sports Talk show is supported by PTU Clinic. Visit ptuclinic.com. Adria's Restaurant and Banquet Facility of East Bridgewater. For more information, their website is adriasrestaurant.net. And the Boston Athletic Academy at bostonathleticacademy.org.